Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's Tuesday, June 4th. It's a day in the W. We're here today. I got a special guest today. My name is Flo. Y'all already know that by now. But I'll introduce my guest, Fahrenheit 451, a guy who, we've been connected on WNBA for a minute now. Sharp, please give him a follow. Fahrenheit, plug yourself, tell the people where they can find you, all that good jazz.
What up and what's popping? It's your dog Breeze from Fahrenheit 451, part of the Fourth and Gold Network. We're burning the books alive at
Hell yeah.
F451, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, on all the social media, man. Let's get to this money.
Amen. Amen. Uh, Everybody, if you could please like the video, leave a comment. Find me over on YouTube at Sports with Flo. You can also find me on Twitter. That's probably where you're watching right now at Stephen Florval. And also join the gang over at goldboys.com. Sign
Yeah.
up. That's where you can get all my plays. That's where it's all locked in. We got some great CLV, great line movement. Goldboys.com. I'm in there. There's a bunch of great I don't got to go down the list. JD's in there. Ryan Props is in there. Kwan's in there. There's a lot of people who are going to make you money. And as I told you last week, I'm going to say it one more time. If you go in there, I will get you your money back. Just give me 2 days. I'll get you your money back that you'll spend on that first month. But it's the first game, first action of the week. Nobody was playing yesterday. So we got 3 games tonight. First game of the night, the Mystics, winless on the year. The Sun, undefeated on the season.
In the year.
0-8 versus 8-0. I think they said like this is the first time in the history of the sport, like after 8 games, that like there's 2 teams where one's undefeated and one is winless that are playing. But I'll let you lead off on this one. What thoughts? What looks? What are you thinking about this one? This one looks kind of like ugly on paper. I won't hold you.
All right. So we got the Suns and the Mystics, like Flo talked about. I should have had it pulled up, but I do got my notes here. I have one official play in this game, and I got 3 leans. Let's start with the leans.
Let's
So
go.
first one I got is Van Loo. I think her name is Julie Van Loo, under 5.5 assists. That's minus 140 at DraftKings. She's went under this line in her last 5 out of 8 games, and there's no Shakira Austin today. She's went under in the last 2 without Shakira Austin. So I definitely like that game. There could possibly be, I definitely like that pick. It could possibly be a blowout, and then she doesn't even see that much floor time. Next, I'm leaning, these are my leans. I'm leaning Carly Lou Samuelson over 9.5 points. It's plus 105 over at MGM. She's had 11, 9, and 18 points in her last 3 versus the Sun. No Shakira Austin, like I just said, 13 and 16 points in her last 2 without Shakira Austin. She's playing 29 minutes or more in her last 5 games. She's 2-4 with that line, 2-4 to that line when she plays those allotted minutes. Next one, I was on her with you last game, Flo. Big Brianna Jones. This is an official play. Over 13.5, minus 145 at DK. She's had 16 points in her last 4 out of 5. Once again, no Shakira Austin. It should be barbecue chicken down there. There is Aaliyah Edwards from UConn playing, but it looks like she'll be matched up with Big Mama Steph Dolson for the most part. So she should just be able to work her over. And last but not least, the aforementioned Dolson. I like her under 8.5 points, minus 110 at FanDuel. She's under in her last 4 out of 6 and in her last 2 with no Shakira in the lineup.
Energy. And for the record, everybody, if y'all always see when I say play the leans, this is where I learned to play all the leans. Because like last year, like you were like, yo, Flo, play them damn leans. That's you leave money on the table, you know? I love I love those looks. I couldn't get it there on official on anything with like I love Brianna. Like she should eat in this matchup on the block. I gave out her points last game versus the Dream. The only reason she didn't eat is because they kept sending like a defender to front her, so they couldn't throw the entry. And that's why you saw like Tasha Harris went off crazy with the points. I love those leans. The one I was looking at was kind of what you said was Carly Samuelson. For Sprinkle, that 15 is sitting there at 580. Let me pull up the numbers. The Sun give up the 5th most threes to forwards. And in the 2 games that Shakira Austin, you really saw like her usage jumped up. She had 18 versus Connecticut. And I want to say without Shakira in the Seattle games, she had 13 and 16 points. So you're just going to look at a game where like I kind of could think like compared to like when these bad teams play the Aces and they look up and they're down 20 points and it's like, oh, well, time to start shooting threes because the only way we get back in this one and the only way they're going to get in this game is if Carly starts firing them up. Actually, I think I'll sprinkle on that. Like 15 points for her is, let's see here. I think I want to say it's 580. Yeah, it's 530. So we've seen her get 18. She's not going to get a ton of usage. She'll get like maybe 10, 11 shots, but a lot from deep. She has a good night. You're going to see her put up like maybe she get 3 or 4 threes. So love that look. That Alyssa Thomas triple double, I feel like it's personal at this point for all of us. Like she got there, she's found like 3 different ways to not hit it. Last game, she couldn't get it because she couldn't get to the 10 points. And if you saw her, they had her at the end of that dream game in the game, and they had the whole thing was supposed to be like, yo, give her the ball and let her lay it up. And she was wide open on the block. And like, I forgot who sold on the wing, took a shot and did pass it up. And the whole team was like, yo, what are we doing? So, but I mean, if this game by some miracle stays within 15 points, she should moonwalk to the triple double. What do you think about the triple double with Alyssa?
Like you said, she's been right there. And then like you said, the team, you really want to bet it if the team is on the Jazz coach timing. Like, hey, go in there and get a damn assist so I can sit you down. You know what I'm saying? Like in the Clarkson situation. So I love it. I was thinking if you were to do maybe Samuelson 10 or Samuelson 15, Ariel Atkins 10 or 15, and maybe like one other Mystics player that got to be plus 1,000 or close to it.
Yeah.
Are you take that and then put Dewana and Brianna in it? You know what I'm saying? With their 15 or something. It's got to be something there. I'm gonna try to cook up something before we get off the stream.
Love that. Yeah, like I was looking at Ariel Atkins because she should have all the usage in the world, but she gonna have DiJonai on her. DiJonai, like I gave out like my early picks for like awards for the season. I gave Asia the defensive player of the year, but wait, DiJonai been clamping up. Like that's number 2 to me. Like DiJonai, I can easily see DiJonai get to number 1 because she's been playing like crazy great defense on ball, you know. But 14.5 for Atkins is like right there, you know.
Yeah, I mean, she's been hitting it. The only thing with her is when she doesn't hit it, she goes. It's the Ryan Howard effect. She misses it in just like such a heartbreaking fashion. Like that's the only thing. So might have to make a little parlay and put Ariel in her own little thing over there. But I did look at this right before we got on stream. Kennedy Carter 15, Skylar 15, Ariel Atkins 15. That's like a plus 1K.
Oh, I can see that. Oh, Ariel, Kennedy, and Skylar. I mean, I love Skylar. We're gonna get to that later. But I love Skylar.
We're gonna get to that.
Yeah, Skylar, everything. Yeah, let's get to the second game so we can get to that one.
Thanks.
Liberty and Sky. I think this opened at like Liberty minus 6.5 or 7. It's up to like 9 now. Liberty got embarrassed by them in the preseason. Then the Sky came to the Barclays and Angel Reese was mugging and flexing, and they came in it and handled the Liberty. Like that was like a tough win. This is a tough Sky team. I do wonder, like with the whole Kennedy Carter saga going on, is there a little bit of a distraction? Like you normally like don't see that with the WNBA, and it's kind of crazy. I feel like Kennedy Carter, Caitlin Clark is getting more attention than the NBA Finals, which is like, which one are you hearing more about on the daily? But this game, in this game, there's I have one official in this game. It's I went with the PPD. Let me see what it is now. Okay, it's minus 113. It was plus 112. I'm going with Brianna Stewart's 10 rebounds and the Liberty to win. 2 reasons. The Liberty better win today. This is a Liberty fan. This is a Commissioner's Cup game. If I can take you seriously for defend as a team that can potentially compete for the title, which I don't think they're good enough right now. I think they're like top of tier 2. Like, yeah, you better win this game. Like the Sky team is young. Like Cardoso is probably going to play a lot more minutes. I wouldn't be shocked if he started. This is a game where like Vandersloot, Laney Hamilton, Brianna Stewart, Jonquel, like get the vets together, have a thorough game, have a sharp game. I think also the total's too high. I sprinkled half a unit on the under. It was 163.5. I think a lot of people are looking at the fact that like that second half in Barclays, how it exploded. I think you're going to see more of like a methodical, like slow-paced game with Cardoso in there. I think the lane's going to be shut down. Angel Reese did a great job on defense on Brianna Stewart, so I like that as well. Brianna Stewart's assist, that was a strong lean. I didn't get there on, but I want to say she's had 4+ assists in 3 for the last 4 games and like 6 straight versus the Sky. Different Sky team last year with a different coach, but it's still the Chicago Sky. So I really like the Liberty in this spot. Like I have them with Brianna Stewart's rebounds. I wanted to find a way to get there to get Jonquel and Brianna Stewart on the double-double. I want to say like if you do that with the win, you get like at 350, 320, because they give it up on that front line. So I love the Liberty in this spot. It's one of those like, can Mabry go off? Sure. The backcourt's food. Could Kennedy Carter go off? Sure. She went off at the Barclays and the backcourt's food, but Liberty got to come out. They got to be aggressive. They got to be hungry. So I got to back them in this spot. That's how I'm looking at with this one. And Angel Reese for 8 rebounds. I put that with the Seattle money line as well. What do you like in this? What do you like with the Liberty and the Sky? There's a lot to like in this game, I feel like, but what do you like in this
one? All right. So first and foremost, let me keep my ADD in check. The first thing I noticed you were talking about old Sloot.
Yeah.
Old savvy veteran Sloot. So I did see something. I'm on the wrong game. I did see something with her rebounds that looks super sneaky. Let me see. Can I find them? All right. So Vandersloot, her rebounds are at 4. She's had 4 rebounds in 6 out of 9. No, 5 out of 9. Excuse me, 5 out of 8. So she's had 3 rebounds in every single game except 1. She's hit her 4 rebounds in every single game except 3. So I think that that's sneaky. Nothing that I played officially, but I think that that's sneaky. Also, the Sky give up the most points in the paint in the league, even though they got big Liz and Cardoso and Angel Reese down there. Somehow they still give up the most points in the paint. So like you said, the Twin Towers should definitely eat. So I definitely like the double-double with that one. Also, run back theory. I had Ionescu's rebounds 2 games ago. She did not hit it, and then she smacked for 6 rebounds last game.
Yeah.
So I might be tempted to get to do something with Sabrina there. However, officially I played Marina Mabry over 5 rebounds, and I parlayed that with Big John Quayle, 7 rebounds. Mabry has had 5 rebounds or more in her last 6 out of 7. John Quayle hitting her 7 rebounds in the last 7 out of 9. Put those together, it's a minus 115 at Bet365. And then I took Kennedy Carter over her 12 points plus 100 over at FanDuel. She's had 9, 10, and 12 field goal attempts in her last 3 games, and she's shooting 71%. She's hit this line in her last 5 out of 6 games with 1 hook, and her minutes are going like in the last 3 games. She had the third game she had 16 minutes, 20 minutes, and then like 26, something like that. So
yeah, I love that.
I was watching Dream earlier, and he's like, "Yo, if everybody talking about this Caitlin Clark stuff, you know what I'm saying? What do you think her teammates are saying? They're probably hyping her up, like, man, go out there and hoop." And she clearly has the coaches. The coach has her back, and you can see that with the minutes she's played. So I like her to go out there. And then chicken noodle soup, man. We've been saying this since last season, 2 seasons ago. Guards versus the Liberty. You know what time it is.
Oh yeah, they're gonna give it up. Yeah, I love that. You know, I didn't even think of it like that. Like, yo, this is like not only like the first game, but it's the first game at home. And like this Sky team, like it's like so like such a Teresa Weatherspoon team. Like it's tough, it's gritty, they're gonna fight, they're gonna scrap. And Kennedy's a baller. John Quell, you're the John Quell whisperer. I gotta ask you, what kind of John Quell game you think we're getting? Because like when she last played the Sky, like Angel Reese had her flustered, she had the quick foul. I had the double. She had like 3 rebounds in 5 seconds and got 2 fouls.
Yeah, played 20 minutes, season low 4 rebounds.
Yeah. Which John Quell you think we're getting tonight?
I think we get the positive John Quell out of Miss Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde over here. Let me see here. So in her recent form, 10 and 12 rebounds in her last 2 games, 20, 16, and 18 points in her last 3 games. I think she keeps her current form. She's from the islands. The Jamaicans is wild, man. And she can, she can just keep her attitude in check. It's funny that we're saying this about Jonquel Jones, who's been in the league since Lord knows. But she can keep her attitude in check and just hoop. And not let Angel Reese get in her head. I think we see the positive John Quell, and we see that double-double that you were alluding to. Also, that under on the total, man.
Yeah, that total's too high. It's too high.
If the Sky struggle to score points like we've seen, say in the last few outings, should be free. What I've been doing personally is I've just been doing simple math. I'll wait to the end of the third quarter, and I'll just add up the how much they scored each quarter, and I'll say, okay, this is the highest that they scored, this is the lowest that they scored. Let me see what the total is set at, and then I'll just take the under or over accordingly. And I've been hitting that at like a 75% clip, just the live totals. So I know I'm gonna play it live, but I got to start taking more I got to start taking more pregame totals. I see the Mercury struggling to score, and I see the Sky struggling to score at some point in time. So those could be some nice unders.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. I love the fact that you let off on that Sun Mystics games, like you gave us Big Mama Dolson under, because like that's the thing. Like it's hard to come up on here and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna tell you like why this player's gonna be terrible tonight," but it's
Yeah,
an unders league. You feel me?
that's a fact. That's what man. I've been learning that the hard way. I'm like, okay, WNBA is back. I got this. Da 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 da. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
man, the discrepancy this year is like Kalia
yeah,
Copper, 30 points in the first 3 out of 4 games. Now she's struggling to score, 19, 20. So yeah, it's definitely some money to be made on those unders. Speaking of which, if I don't know if Diamond DeShields is healthy, but if she plays, I like her under. She's under in like her last 3 games.
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like
She's been battling like an illness or something. Like she's not getting like 4 minutes and shots like she's been getting before.
Yeah, I feel like her and Elizabeth Williams were like placeholders so we can get Cardoso healthy. And obviously Kennedy more minutes, and then now you guys be veterans and take a back seat.
Yeah, most definitely. Let's reset real quick before we hit this last game. I'm Flo. That's 4.5 Fahrenheit 451. Y'all go follow him. Please give out your Twitter one more time because y'all got to follow my guy. I put his ad on my page, but give out like where they could find you on YouTube because you drop plays on YouTube and do a great
yes,
job.
Yes, sir. Like you were saying the other day, we do a little bit of everything. You might see a little puck talk. You might see a little puck talk, a little nerfy napalm. But it's just as you see on the screen, F4, the number 4, 50. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to get sued in any copyright issues. So instead of making it 50, I just made it 50. So F4 51. And that's everywhere. Any social media, you type that in Google, man, I'll pop up, man.
Yeah, like when I look at like this slate, and by the way, check me out at Sports with Flo on YouTube, goldboys.com. Sign up. I will get you your first month's money back. That's where you can get all the plays. The
like,
thing
comment,
that
share, subscribe.
Absolutely. All that good jazz. Let's hit the comments real quick and then we'll continue on.
For sure.
Of course, we have Queens' Violence. I sprinkle on Bree Jones 20 points and 10 boards, and Samuelson's 15 plus 4,000. That's spicy. I like that.
I got $3 for that.
I got a couple dollars for that,
I got $3 for that for sure. That's a nice look, PT.
Yeah, I love that. I love that look. Man, can the Mystics just make this competitive? They're a tough team, but man, they don't have like no Sykes, no Shakira Austin. Like, I was like, man, the best bet would be like if the Sun just take them for granted and just like, let's just play around with our food for a little bit.
Yeah. And it's a 3-point game going into halftime.
Yeah. And you sitting there, you're like, oh yeah. Bonner's going over, Briona's going over.
Yeah.
Actually slapped the triple-double. I like that look a lot.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got on here so we can talk about it because like now I definitely have to like sprinkle on that Samuelson 15. Like she got to, I mean, of course, Stephen, like, yeah, she got to make the shots, but like, man, she gonna have those threes to hit the 15.
She'll have all the volume. Her and Atkins will have all the volume in the world.
Yeah. Timothy, thank you for pulling up as always. Love that Fahrenheit, Kennedy, Skylar, and I'm swapping out Ariel and Briona. Okay, yeah, I like that. We could cook up.
Okay.
Reluctant to post. If they gave us a Camille line, they could put it at 8 rebounds. I'd take it. Whatever the double-double be, I would auto take that double-double.
You see, we got Natasha Mack lines over on DraftKings, 8.5 boards.
Oh, did they really? I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it's like minus 115.
That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, like they're starting to catch up. Like there's a lot of players like we don't have like, I mean, we didn't get it like a Lexi Brown line. She's a starting point guard. Still don't have
my 2 lines I'm begging for are Skylar rebounds so I can take the under and give me Taurasi assist back so I can take the under on those.
Yeah, we were getting like that 2.5 and they just like, all right, yeah, y'all ain't getting
okay, all right. Enough of that.
Yeah, cut it out. Cut the crap. We're done with this. PT again. I definitely like JJ. I think she'll be more disciplined, hopefully sneaky and be foul bait. I mean, you would think like this is one of those games where it's just like, man, you got like 2 rookies on that front line. You got 2 vets on the Liberty front line. They smacked you in the preseason. The coach called you out. They came to your building, ate your food, put their feet up on your couch. Like you would think like some personal pride here. Like you're the New York Liberty. You're playing for something bigger than Commissioner's Cups and against the Chicago Sky. But we'll see how they respond tonight. Last game of the night, interesting game is the Seattle Storm Phoenix Mercury. I'll let off the last one. I'll let you lead off on this one. What do you think about the Storm, and the Mercury?
Before we get into that one, I was watching your boys SGPN and Rail's like, yo man, you think they're gonna hang the banner if the Liberty win the Commissioner's Cup? And he's like, man, as a Nets fan, bro, ain't been no banners in the building for a long time. I wouldn't even I wouldn't even mind it. But Seattle, let me pull it up right here on covers.com. All right, we got the 4-5 Phoenix Mercury taking on the 5-3 Seattle Storm, who have been hitting their stride as of late.
Yeah, man. Preseason had the hype, and lately they've been balling.
Yeah, it took them a minute. I think those 2 games that NECA set out really kind of threw them off. But now it's gelling a little bit. So head-to-head, Seattle has won the last 4 games. 81-71 their last game, 97-91 the last game before that. So that says a lot to me, right? Because who did they have last year? They had Big B Griner, and there was no NECA and there was no Skylar. So if you smacked them last year when they were maybe supposed to be better than you, I think they're gonna smack them again. These are 2 teams just going in different trajectories. So give me that Seattle minus the 8. Yeah, it's up to 8 now. Give me the Seattle minus the 8. I will probably lean. Shout out to Crispy Cappin, man. He was passionate. You don't really see Crispy Cappin too passionate or fervent, but he was passionate. Like, yo, Mercury gonna shoot their threes, and if the threes don't fall, or if they're able to run them off of the 3-point line, it could get ugly. Like when they played the Connecticut Sun. I wholeheartedly agree with that sentiment. They're a team that relies on DT, who is 40-something, and Kalia Copper, who, like I said, she was doing her over her 30 points thing and leading the league, and then since then it's kind of been quiet. She can get to that mid-range at any point in time. Nobody's really stopping her. But besides those 2, they don't have much help outside of Sophie. Natasha is useless. Natasha Mack is useless on offense. And then who are you relying on after that? Like Sook Sutton. So give me Seattle on the spread, and give me big Ezzy McBagor over her 13.5 points, minus 110 odds over at DraftKings. She's over this line in her last 5 out of 8 with 2 hooks, 15, 19, and 17. Her last 3 versus Phoenix. I don't know how tall Natasha Mack is. I got to look it up, but I know she's on the shorter side, and she should, she should get dominated. Offensively, also, as aforementioned, Skylar Diggins-Smith over 15.5 points, minus 140 at DraftKings, 16, 21, and 18 points in her last 3. She has revenge on her mind as she was being locked out of the Mercury facilities and getting dogged when she was pregnant, and they were talking mess about her on social media, kind of doing her like the Aces did Hamby. So I definitely think she got definitely think she got revenge on her mind, and you can get her top point scorer at plus 900 over on DraftKings. Also, I forgot to mention, I was doing a little flow research last night, man, and they don't usually win the tip. The Sun don't usually win the tip, but if they can win the tip or force the Mystics to miss that first shot, I think it's going to Brianna Jones in the post for the first basket. And you can get that at plus 450 on DraftKings too.
See, this is why I have Fahrenheit on the program. Just pure smoke. Like, it's like you were in my living room and reading my notes that I wrote down. You stole it. Brianna goes to that tip, and she can't really jump. So I was like, man, if you could just tell me the Sun are gonna get the ball, like that's what I've noticed. Because last year I was like, first basket this, first basket that, but like this year, like a lot of first, like it almost like doesn't matter who wins the tip, because the team that gets the tip a lot of times just misses the shot and the other team gets it. Yeah, but I'm like, man, Brianna, like easy, just dump down food, like
I could easy money, no Shakira Austin down there. If you wanted to be, more fiscally conservative, I would split 3 units between AT, Dewana, and Brianna. But I really like Brianna Jones for that first bucket there.
Yeah, sadly for poor Lee Edwards, she's going to get an education on playing the WNBA from Alyssa and Brianna Jones for 40 minutes tonight. That's going to be crazy.
Masterclass.
Yeah, seriously. In this Mercury
She gonna be
Storm
nice
game,
though. She gonna be nice. I like her game.
yeah, she got like a nice game. Gotta get a little stronger, refine the skills. But like, yeah, she got a nice little skill set. Her and Shakira like go, like that's perfect. Like inside outside game.
She gonna be nice.
Yeah, I like her both.
Poor woman's version of this what Sky got over there.
Yeah, that's a good call. This Mercury Storm game, I'm taking everything with Skylar Diggins Smith because how they treated her, locking her out of the facility, the fact that she hates Diana Taurasi. Diana Taurasi had a press conference like a year ago, and when asked to address the situation, just next question the entire press conference. You like the same way, it's interesting. I wonder if there's like some kind of like Kennedy Carter, Skylar Diggins Smith, kind of like two players who like like tonight their teammates are gonna just be like gassing them up. In the way tonight, the entire Storm team is gonna be like, we're gonna feed you the rock, we're gonna get you threes, you're gonna be dishing out. The Mercury gave up the most assists in the league. So like I took the top point scorer, I threw 0.1 on that. I threw 0.1 on the double-double. I want to say that was 900. She's hit 9 and 8 assists, like 3 of the last 4, coming really close. And also is the fact that shout out to Her Hoop Stats, who does an excellent job. You can sort on that website when a player gets assists, who the assist going to. So I want to say like in the last 4 games, like she has 3+ assists to both Nneka and Ezzy on the block. And they tell you like, is it a 2-point field goal, 3 points? So I think like one of Nneka or Ezzy's going crazy. I couldn't figure out who, but I think both. But I think Skylar, I like the P+A. I dabbled on the points score and the double-double, as I said. Sneaky one that I really like is Jewell Loyd's rebounds. This they give it up to like guards, and the fact that we saw Jewell Loyd have like an 8 rebound game, a 9 rebound game. I want to say an 11 rebound game. Like I consider just like I'm gonna tell you this isn't an official, but I'm telling you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take like Carly Samuelson's 15 points and Jewell's 8 rebounds and put like $5 on it. It's like plus 3,000. Not an official, nothing crazy.
Okay,
but it's one of those like, yeah, it could happen.
Or Mabry Jewell guard rebound late.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Mabry can wholeheartedly go out there and get 8, and it's just like I don't know. Like I'm watching the game, and I don't necessarily see her hunting rebounds. She's just like, oh, there's the ball.
She's just the most casual rebound ever.
Yeah, there's the ball. There's the ball. Let me start the offense.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yo, okay. So if it's going inside, it's probably gonna be Angel Reese or Cardoso, because we all think Big Liz and the books think Big Liz is gonna see a reduced minute clip. And then if it goes out, then Mabry's probably gonna get it.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
That's what it looks like to me. That's what I've seen.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me too. Like you talk about the leans bucket and not playing the leans bucket. Ezzy double just staying right there. Like I mean, I know last game Hamby went light on the rebounds, but I just think that like Ezzy, if you look at her rebounding percentage, you look at this Mercury team and like how bad they are at the front. Like it can't be stated enough. Like when I do those write-ups for like this team allows the most whatever. And when I see Mercury, I'm like, oh my God, get ready to write 9. I appreciate that. Just try to help everyone out. But whenever I see like the Mercury, I'm just like, oh my God, get ready to like most assist guards, most rebounds, most threes, most things, it's literally just like a scroll. So I'm like,
free booty.
This is a bad Mercury defense, and this is one to target. I also wish we had a Sophie Cunningham rebounds line because Sophie been grabbing boards. And I always say,
I was looking at that 4.5.
Yeah, whenever that Northwest air up there in Seattle, the power forward is going over the line by 3 every time. Auto bet it every time, and you'll win more than you lose by the end of the season. We saw Nalissa go up there, grab a bunch of rebounds. We saw Feezy go up there, grab like 12, 11 rebounds. Like, so I'm really hoping we get like a Sophie Cunningham rebound line on that one.
So I personally think it's gonna be Ezzy on the boards. Because I think Nneka, she ain't been rebounding like that. I think it's gonna be Ezzy. Even though I'll be hit or miss with Ezzy, but I think she's gonna get active though.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I did want to ask you on this on the slate because like I always like to find like the underdog because like a lot of these slates you can find like the underdog get great value. It's chalky as heck, but like I like all the favorites tonight. Like there's no reason the Sun shouldn't win this game by like 15-20. There's no reason the Liberty should lose this game under any circumstance. And I don't know how the heck the Mercury are going to beat the Storm. Like it's an awful matchup for them. What do you think about all the favorites tonight?
I like all the favorites tonight. So, man, I've been trying to get like as sharp as possible and see like for props what has to happen. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of props shit can happen, but like what has to happen, and for sides and totals, it's just like path to victory. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't see it. Like I don't see the path to victory for the Mystics. I don't see the path to victory for Phoenix. It would be a lot of threes. It would be like a Kalia Copper 40, DT 30, and it's just like so far fetched. Like I don't see it. I see like Sammy Whitcomb going off before I see like DT going off. And then for Chicago, if it was any underdog, it would obviously be Chicago. They beat the Liberty before, but like you said, I feel like you get a sharp, focused, well rested New York Liberty team, and they come, get the sea foam going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Ellie the elephant. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be one of them ones. So yeah, I think it's just good chicken noodle soup today for some of the favorites.
Yeah, I was like doing the research and like I mentioned, like the New York Liberty have the #1 rated offense in the league. When you watch the games, it certainly don't feel that way, but I just feel like it's a lot of like, they played the Mystics, they played the Mercury, they played like the Fever 3 times. Like this offense has been like really underwhelming. Moreland is like, I want to say you could get 2 Laney Hamilton threes for like 250, 240. Used to play for Chicago, I want to say. Like, I'm not gonna take it because it's like the Leans bucket is too full, but I'm like, man, 2 for like
the Leans bucket is overflowing at the moment.
Yeah, 2 for 240 is insane. Like, you know what's crazy? All right, we're here, so let me just see what it looks like. If you put if you took Carly Samuels 15 and you put Laney's 2 threes, and if you just put Jewel Lloyd for 8 rebounds, what is that? Like $1. What's $1 on that? $1 on that, it's 1,824. Do I think that's gonna happen? No, but I've seen weird things happen. Like, let me see
it's definitely worth $1.
Yeah, I might just throw like $1 on it and see what happens there. Like 2 threes for Laney Hamilton is like craziness. 240 for 2 threes.
I'm gonna try to let me cook that. I'm gonna cook this Jewel Lloyd. I'm gonna cook this Jewel Lloyd, Kennedy Carter, Mabry up right quick. See what we talking about. And it looked like we got a boost. Look like it's a boost builder on FanDuel. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So let me tell you guys how I did use my boost. Just want to throw this out there. So what I gave out for my boost is as chalky as it can be. I just think that don't overthink it. So I did the Liberty money line. If you're going to popular on the Connecticut Mystics game, this is on FanDuel, of course. I did Connecticut wire to wire. My only fear with that is like, do they have a first quarter where they like, we're lackadaisical, and then like, okay, now we're gonna put them away. Because as long as they go up in the first quarter, they're gonna be winning every at the end of every quarter. Like we saw in that Fever game versus the Liberty. I'm upset I still didn't take that one. I did the Liberty money line, Sun wire to wire, Storm money line, and I did Jewel for 4 boards, Ezzy for 6 boards, and I got 328, boosted that to 425, did 0.4 units on that. I think it's just a game for like the teams to be good teams. So that's what I do my boost. Let's hit the comments real quick. I have like another question for you.
Okay.
You like Bree Jones' first team basket at 310? I think that's directed towards you.
Yeah, because that says that even if the Mystics do score first, as long as she scores first on her team, we still cash.
Oh,
so yeah, I love that.
Basket is 310. Wow, that's not even first basket. Wow, that's a good call.
That's not bad. You're only losing it plus 100. That's not bad at all.
Yeah. Wow, these odds are.
You got to check it because some like for FanDuel or DraftKings, it's like first field goal. Then for another book, it'll say like first points including free throws. So you just got to double check. Yeah,
FanDuel counts the free throws. Man, like not to be whatever, but like first field goal, first team score is Alyssa 290, Bonner 290, Breonna 310. Like I almost feel like you just want to take your 2 favorites there and just pray that you don't get burned by DiJonai or Tasha Harris.
Yeah.
That one feels there. Let's keep going. Woj in the building, Aaron Campbell. Always a scary fade, but I like Kyle under 22.5 points. Seattle shows hedges to basically any decent score. Think they'll live with any other shot. I agree with you. I think it's always scary because you know her. She could shoot right over the defense and stick threes from 25 feet out. But yeah, in this Mercury team, they really feel like the best bad team. They're not a bad team. The best mediocre team. Like if you put a bad team in front of them, they'll handle their job. They'll run them out the gym. You know, it'll look great. But if you put a good team in front of them, I mean, we've seen what it looks like. Like against the Lynx, they didn't look like they belong on the same court. You know, against the Sun, it was pathetic. So
yep,
yeah,
that's been their MO this year. Beat up on the bad teams and get cooked by the good teams.
Yeah, and it just feels like Seattle. I want to say this is their Is this their second or their first home game back off the road? I want to say it's their first game since that Indiana game where they last played.
But they're rested though. They haven't played since Wednesday or Thursday. I want to say
Thursday. Yeah, they haven't played since Thursday, so it's like they have like what, 3-4 days off back home. You know, their winners
might go for 30.
Yeah, they've won 5 straight. I know I gave out their 22.5 wins before the season, and then they went up 1-3, and then they're picking it up. And what's crazy? It just feels like one of like Skylar, Jewel, NECA, even like all of them could go off tonight. That's what's so crazy because it's like NECA hasn't had like a NECA game in a week.
25-13.
Yeah, just like, yep, I'm here. I'm NECA. This is why they brought me.
Yeah, she's out there looking like the dream. No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
It could be tonight. It could definitely be tonight. There's no reason why it couldn't be tonight.
Absolutely not.
She get ugly. Like it should get ugly. Like Woj said, that Copper under 22.5, if Copper is off or if Taurasi is off, it's gonna get disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, like I kind of like I think like Cloud I could see get busy tonight because like Cloud's like kind of like a dog where it's like I don't think any matchup phases Natasha Cloud. She's just like
Swiss Army knife. She should cook Skylar. Skylar's fantastic offensive player, and I'll just say that Skylar's a fantastic offensive player.
Yeah, that's facts. Scott, this is my kind of show, cooking up big parlays. Man, we come close so many times on big parlays. Like I had one on what was it on Sunday? It was really close. It was like Lainey Hamilton, like 3 threes with like couple doubles. We came close, so we're gonna slap something soon. It's just a matter of time.
We're gonna slap
slap
something. I just cooked I cooked what we were talking about earlier. So and I put some water on it too. So Marina Mabrey and Drew Lloyd both to have 6 rebounds, parlayed with Atkins and Carter to have 15 points is a plus 29.69.
That's actually good.
So pretty much $3 to get you a hundo.
You know what I like too is like sometimes you gotta like the looks like because I'm like, oh, we could go up to 15 for 530. Sometimes you guys like just water it down a little bit. Because I know like that's my biggest pet peeve. It's like whenever I don't water it down and someone comes on my timeline at the end, I'm like, hey man, good plays, bro. I watered it down and I cashed. I'm like that.
I watered it down and I smacked for 5,000.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. Like, you ever seen that meme of that little black kid when he's like, I'm so happy for you, and just him frowning in every photo? Like that, I'd be so tight.
Yeah, ours, my man's, it's the black and white photo. My man's got the mask on.
Yeah. I just be, oh my God. I mean, so tight. Let's keep it pushing though. Timothy, I got Bree Jones for 15 and 6, Storm -8. Skylar 20, Kennedy 11.5, plus the Liberty money line for 25, plus 2,500. Let me go back one more time. 15 and 6 for Bree Jones. Okay. The rebounds with Bree scare me a little bit because she's not going to jump like it's kind of like maybe the ball got like fall into her lap, but I do like that 15. Skylar for 20 plus. That's going to be scary because she get to 16, 17, 18, but she got the motivation tonight.
Her line is 16, so it's 2 more buckets.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's a nice long shot. I mean, all that is within the realm of realistics. Nothing too crazy on there. I don't see anything crazy at all. What up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Good luck. 3-time. You always bring positive vibes. Thank you for pulling up. Thank you for showing love. Everybody, if you kindly like the video on Twitter, YouTube, Sports the Flow, leave a like, comment. Like we all just in this together, trying to find some money, trying to find where the action.
Go get your Gold Boys subscription.
Man, get your gold, boys. I'm gonna get your money.
Get
back.
your today in the W. Today with the Knicks merch when it dropped. I know I needed 2X. I'm getting ready.
I got y'all. I'm working on that. It's growth. I'm telling y'all ain't ready for those news to the proceedings. When the Knicks play, I might have like 6 plays from one game. You're like, why are there 6 plays from one game? But you're gonna get paid though, because it's the Knicks, man. It's the Knicks, baby.
Gonna get straight to it.
Hell yeah! Oh my god! Like, especially with Tom Thibodeau coming back, man. Oh, I can't wait for the Knicks season next year. I can't wait, because like we gonna have like Dante and Hart off the bench probably, and Julius gonna be. I can't wait for the Knicks to come back.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Money line to the sky spread, to be honest. Yeah, 8.5 seems kind of high for a home team. I won't lie. And the Liberty aren't like that yet. Like, they haven't shown me any. There's never been a moment this year so far where I watched Liberty. I'm like, oh yeah, they like that.
They learned not to put it at 15.
Yeah, I'll say this right now: if the Liberty lose this game, first thing I'm gonna do is go straight to the Commissioner's Cup odds for the Connecticut Sun and just lock that in. Because tonight will prove everything I need to know about the Liberty. Are you a serious team? And like, this will tell me everything I need to know.
What exactly are you aiming for this season? And today will show you.
Absolutely. No, absolutely.
I need them MVP odds to come down.
Oh, who you targeting for MVP?
I said I need them Asia MVP to.
Asia MVP. Oh yeah.
I had so many tickets last year when it was plus 135 just for her to get robbed. And you can say AT got robbed too, but anybody deserved it besides just Stu York.
Yeah, I didn't get that one. That just felt like, shiny new toy in a new city. She's like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if Stu York and a cool nickname got the MVP? Like, she was balling, but I'm like, the MVP? Like, word? Yeah.
What's up, Chris?
Crispy Cabin, appreciate you for pulling up. Great job today with Dream. I love that. Y'all did a great job breaking down the slate.
The Godfather, man.
Yes, sir. Hit the like button for the gang. What up, fellas? What up to you? Underrated. I was saying to someone in the court yesterday, he was talking about Crispy Cabin. I was like, Chris is like the Godfather OG artist. He put so many people on. I missed like 2 years ago when Chris used to have the spaces every day, and we would just go in there for 90 minutes and he'd bring everyone up. He'd give everybody a platform to cook up, and that's how we all kind of got into contact. So I know for me personally,
that's a fact.
I know for me personally, I want to give Chris his flowers, because like Chris is a big reason why I'm like even here in this space to feel like I have the confidence to give out picks or to even go on camera and tell you like what I like, because I saw Chris doing it every day. To this day, he's like one of the hardest working people in this field right now, going every day. And I don't know how this brother's up at 9 a.m. on Saturdays giving you his favorite spreads from the WNBA. Like, I haven't even made breakfast yet, and this man is on.
My man Chris, he'll do a night show. He'll do a night show, catch you in the morning, then go do SGPN Propcast, then jump on with somebody else, like hardest working man in show business.
Yeah, and then you're like, and then the finals are tomorrow. Let me tell you about that too. I'll be like, man,
the graphics be on point and everything, man.
Yeah,
like,
hey, man,
killing it.
Yeah, but Chris, man,
you've been on with Kyle Kerms lately. I'm like, oh, that's my boy.
Yeah, man, y'all give Chris his flowers, man. Chris is a
dog. Sir. Sure, you follow
like
the guy.
Van Loo, Benija for 2 threes each at 11.96. I mean, Van Loo will pull. Lainey Hamilton, the thing with her is you don't know if she's gonna pull the threes. She does this thing now where like she'll be open on the wing, she'll hit the pump fake and drive the lane. So, I mean, it's amazing value. I just don't know if she's gonna shoot the basketball. That's my only thing. Like, will she shoot?
Yeah, I just put Sabrina 3 threes instead of Benija.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, no, I can see that. Chris again, Cloud a big dog. Seattle minus 7.5. I think Seattle about to roll.
Seattle's about to cook. Oh, this is what I want to ask you.
I love Seattle.
You said the wire for the Sun was minus 155, but have you ever just went and built it out and done like whatever team first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter money line and parlay them together?
I didn't even know you could do that. Hold on, let me see what that looks like. Hold on.
I seen Scott Reichel from SGPN. He did that with the Pistons at the end of the season, and I think I want to say he hit for like 1,700, and like he didn't even put that much up.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Of course, FanDuel. Maybe you could do it on a different book, but FanDuel disabled that. I like the wire to wire because it's like they don't have to win the quarter; they just got to be winning at the end of the quarter.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's better because sometimes the team.
I just don't want to be relying on like scrubs at the end of the fourth quarter to be like, please hit a shot. You know,
Come
you
on.
never play. Yeah,
I couldn't even tell you who on the Sun bench.
Well, yeah, it's like what Banham and Tiffany Mitchell and Nelson Adota, and after that, I have no clue. I'll be honest.
Yeah, because Hyman been getting busy for Minnesota now.
Yeah,
with the Fro. She been out there with the Fro getting busy.
Yeah, man, that Lynx team, you know what's so crazy? Like, man, the Aces smoked them, so I can't take them as a title contender. But I'm like, after the Aces, I'm like, man, they could beat anyone in this league. Anyone. They got robbed up in Connecticut when they played them.
It's the OT game.
Yeah.
They I don't know why. I don't know what the correlation was, but Beasley's rebounds dropped all the way down to 8.5 last game pregame. Like, I don't know for what reason, but
she went insane.
She been going crazy. And I would think I was in the comments when you and Sham. That was the day you and Sham went live, and we were like, man, they don't even need Fiji to score. She had like 24 and 12.
Yeah, easy 20. That's why it's so hard for me to bet that team because I'm like, man, like they got too many weapons. Like Fiji got her 24, but she easily could have just like handed it off. Her assists are also going crazy. Like I was looking a little bit at tomorrow's slate. Like I hate to sound like a broken record, but like I like the favorites tomorrow too. Like Aces off of a loss in that Friday game where they were off point against the Dream. Then they go to what you call a Dallas team that like can be a little annoying, but like it's not that good. They're like 7.5, and the Lynx at the Sparks. Sparks one of the worst teams in the league. Like the Lynx should just like run them out the gym again.
Oh,
Sparks
that should be a repeat of Seattle Phoenix today. That Minnesota game. And give me Freaky T all the unders because I don't know who this new Freaky T is, but she's the under machine. And all Billings overs, all Freaky T unders.
I'll give y'all so since we're on this game, I'll give y'all a little bit sneak peek what I did tomorrow. Okay, Billings rebounds line has jumped. Billings is to me the WNBA Josh Hart. First off, she played. I know Dream shot to Dream. He mentioned she rolled her ankle at the end of last game. I didn't see that, so maybe that's something to monitor. But I took her 8 boards and I took the Sun money line today. So 8 tomorrow, money line today for the Sun. I got like minus 115 on the 8. I have to go for the double again until she stops grabbing 10 rebounds and running around like a lunatic. There's a great kind of like trend going on. I want to give credit to hold on, let me look this up because I want to give credit out where it's due. To Caleb Betts, Caleb.Betts. You can find him on Twitter, Caleb Betts 3. That's Caleb with the C. And he talks about like whoever is the Kia Stokes matchup tends to go insane on their rebounds. And I went back and watched the finals, not the finals, but the playoffs last year with the Wings and the Aces. And there was a lot of like Natasha Howard with Kia Stokes, Tia McCown with Asia Wilson. So, and Natasha Howard during the regular season had a lot of great rebounding games versus the Aces. So I'm just kind of doing the math here. I'm like, well, that was Natasha Howard, and it's now Monique Billings. And Monique is playing for a contract every day. I took Monique Billings 8 plus the Sun win. I took the double. I also noticed the fact that the Aces, Asia Wilson's going insane on these rebounds. I think that like her double in the win tomorrow, which is like minus 113, is like as free as can be. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, so she gotta get a double and they gotta win the game? Like what? Like
it's just the fact. It's just the fact that they might get popped because they're so short. I don't know if Tiffany. I don't know if they got Tiffany yet because I know they just signed her. But they're just so short. It's just like starting 5, Sydney Colson.
Yeah, no, you're right. So I wonder if like she makes her debut tomorrow, like how do they use her? Like is she more on ball? Like we got to see. But what I did was I gave you Asia, I gave you Monique. I built kind of a ladder with both because I did some research. I'm like, man, this could easily happen. So what I did was for point 1, I did Asia 25 and 12 with Monique 15 and 10. That got me 1548. And then I did the stepped up version of like, if both players went off and this was a good game that went down to the wire, I did Asia 30 and 14. I mean, the rate she's grabbing these rebounds is insane. I did Monique 20 and 12, and I got 16 220 off on FanDuel for 0.05. Like the way like Monique is going to get 21 of these games. I don't know if this is the matchup. And also with McCown, you mentioned it. Like the coach hates her one. Her body language is awful.
Yeah.
Like, Yeah. Like there was
Facts.
a play last game, like where she was open on the roll on the pick and roll, and whoever had the ball didn't see her, and she just went off to the 3-point line to the corner and sulked. Like, yeah, I'm done with this play.
Yeah, she a big man. She a big baby. Somebody mentioned that in Dreams Live before. Man, I really wanted Kia Stokes. I wanted Kia Stokes rebound so bad last game. They were not listed, but
Yeah.
Arike Agumbawale over 4 rebounds, minus 148 at FanDuel for tomorrow. Sidebar, what you said with the Asia Monique lay, if you put Hamby in there, I gotta go crazy.
Ooh.
Hamby 15, 10, 20 and 10. You know what I'm saying? 20 and 12.
Oh, that's
But
a good one.
Arike Agumbawale over 4 rebounds, 7, 6, 4, and 6 rebounds in her last 4 games. And she had 7 rebounds in her last game versus the Aces. Aces are 6 out of 12, so they're middle of the pack with rebounds given up. I love a good hit rate. Like I'm a sucker for like a 75 or up percent hit rate. So I'm gonna just be going back to Arike, man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'll be on Billings too, man. She's been hooping. She only
Yeah.
had one game she let us down, but she's been hooping.
Yeah, no, that's a great call. Yeah, just wow, Enrique this year. Like, yeah, you're right. 4 for our last 4, and once you do last versus the Aces, he had a 4 rebound game, a 0 rebound game, but like 5, 6, 3, 3, 7. Yeah, I'll probably get there with you. I like that.
Yeah, especially if Freaky T gonna be out the way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand what she's so dominant. I'm like,
she's 6'7".
Like I was looking at it tomorrow as just like a top point scorer, and they had her top point scorer at like 5,000. And I'm like, I would love to just sprinkle on that, but I'm like, man, she's gonna be in there for like 18 minutes, do something stupid, get benched.
They lucky I'm not coaching the team. It'll be straight 2K. I have Kalani at the 5 and Freaky T at the 4.
That's what I don't get. I'm like, yo, like you kind of gotta like piecemeal this team. You don't got Satu with Natasha. Like, try something crazy. Like, go like, I mean, Seagrass is balling, so you got to leave Seagrass in there. But I'm like, man, go like Seagrass, Kalani, McCowan, Monique, Kalani, McCowan. Like,
ain't be down there like doing it Oakley. I promise you.
Just be bruising and grabbing all the rebounds. Like, you got to get your points out there because
kick it back, put backs and kicking it back out to Enrique. What are you talking about?
Yeah, let's get to the rest of these. Midwest Slot Diva, thank you for pulling up. I'm with you, Chris, on that. Talk about Natasha Cloud. Sway says, say that again. Drop in the comments what you want me to say again. I definitely said like a bunch there. Say that again. Cool. That $3 for 100 via Fitty backs.
Let's eat, man.
Do you like anything for the DraftKings risk free? Let me take a look. Remember last year when DraftKings had us on them SGPs? They were like the pioneers. They're the first to do it. Now you can't SGP anything.
You remember last year when DraftKings let you SGP and Outline WNBA?
Yeah, you could take the 5 assists of 7 rebound, 8 rebound, whatever. Now they're like, nah, you good.
All my WNBA graphics are like DraftKings from last year, and this year is totally different. But Bet365, man, I know you don't got it in NY, but man, Bet365, they're pretty much like FanDuel. They just don't give you 11.5, 12.5, 13.5. It's just be like 3, 5, 7, 10, 13, 15 for like most props, like for your alt shit. So I'll just go over there and cook some shit up. So I'm probably gonna have some on the timeline with a plus 100 for each game, and then we'll parlay them together, and it'll be something nice.
I see y'all cook up, and I just get like so jealous because it's like I just see how y'all are just able to put these lines together. I'm like, yo, it's ridiculous. Like, yo, I could just take like Stewart for 6 rebounds or 7 rebounds, and this
man,
like, it's sweet over there for builders.
Man, it's sweet. In the NBA, they let you do like Nicholas Batum first quarter points, PJ Tucker first quarter points. Like in the playoffs, I was having a good old time.
I feel like a book like that, that's like your limitation is like whatever your imagination is. Like hey, here are the tools, make it happen. But to answer your question, what do I like for risk free? Let's see. There's Skylar Diggins assist at minus 140, like that. I'm right there with Chris, Crispy Cap, when we talked about the spread. It's up to 8. I think the Storm are gonna roll tonight, but 8 is not the number you want there. What are Ezzy's rebounds? Wow, that jumped to 8.5 also. Okay. Wow, they do have a Natasha Mack line. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. I really have to.
And Seattle gives up the most rebounds. It's so tempting.
Yeah, it's right there. It's right there.
She's like Barkley. I gotta see how tall she is.
I won't hold you. Like, I'd probably take the Skylar Diggins assist and maybe like take the Sun money line to kind of like get that 140 number down to something that's better, like more manageable. That's what I'd probably pick. But the thing with Skylar that scares me, it's like she could kill you with the assists, or she could be feeling it and get up to 18 points and get like 4 or 5 assists, you know? So, but the assist is like where I'd probably lean there. That's where I'd probably lean on that one.
You ever mess with those specials on DraftKings?
Yeah.
It'll be like the pre-made SGP.
Yeah. Yeah, those specials will hit a lot of times too. You just got to find the right ones.
Yeah, to find the right combo. Yep.
Yeah, facts. Midwest Slot Diva again. Flo knows. Appreciate you. Can Carly score 10 points? She definitely can. You just need her to make the shot. She's gonna get like 8 or 10 shots. 4 or 5 of them are gonna be from 3. The Sun can give it up from 3. I'm scared though, because it's like, she can't really. I just hate taking players who can't really dribble. Like, she can't really dribble.
Shot.
Yeah, you need like Van Loo to find her on a break and like for someone to set her up. Because if you just give her the ball, she's just gonna hold it, look around like that.
Yeah, you need Van Loo to come off the double Kyle Korver screen.
Yeah. Van Loo be swinging that basketball though. Like, you could tell she got that flair. She just be overhand hooking it. Like, oof. Her and like Maureen Johannes, who's overseas that she's not playing. Like, both of them just like got that little.
I was just about to ask you about Johannes. What happened to Johannes?
Yeah, she's overseas. Like, she's not in the league this year. She'll be back. I think it's because of the Olympics.
Okay.
And you could tell the Liberty miss her too, because they need another ball handler. Like Sabrina, I see why they don't give Sabrina full point guard duties, because like she just gets like flustered and like she just like unravels at times. I've seen that a couple games. Like 2 games ago, who they play? I forgot who they played 2 games ago, but like they gave her the ball full, like no salute, full point guard duties, and then like she got turned over a couple times, and like Brianna was like, "All right, I'll take it over. You got to go.
All right, give me here.
Yeah, go spot up. You feel me? 3 times. You give me PTSD. You give me PTSD with my Sixers, sir. I'm gonna be respectful, but you already know how I feel about the Sixers and that fan base that's so loud and so arrogant and got sent.
Is my boy Tobias a free agent this year?
He is. I love Tobias. Someone should give him a job, just not the Knicks. And Josh Hart hit 13 threes, and if the Sixers want to complain about the refs, they can, but maybe don't let Josh Hart hit 13 3-pointers. How about that?
Female Josh Hart, I believe, is Brittany Sykes, but I can't be mad at the Billy comparison.
Yeah. Oh, is she? Yeah, Sykes is more of a bag than Hart. Like, Sykes can kind of step back, hit threes, but like it's close. It's like in that range, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. John Quell got him. Michael Barish, appreciate you for pulling up. John Quell got in foul trouble against Angel last game. Bounce back, or are we worried? That's a question for this man over here.
Bounce back, man. We getting a good John Quell today. We getting a good John Quell. She might come to the arena with the suit and the low top McQueens. You know how she do with the locks braided. You know, we getting a good John Quell tonight.
You were calling the John Quell double-doubles last year what were they on, like FanDuel? They were like what, 210 last year or whatever? Something like that.
Automatic smack.
Yeah. And you're like, Flo, just take it. I'm like, I don't want to. It's like, Flo, take it. I'm like, all right,
fine. Fine.
Fine, yeah. And then meanwhile, she grabbed like 7 boards in the spot at halftime. I'm like, all right, yeah. I think Elizabeth rebounds is a sneaky spot. I gave the under points plus rebounds on her because I knew like Cardoso cut into her minutes. You might be looking at like 21 to 24, 25 minutes. But I do think like her line is so low now. Like, what is it now?
Yeah, I banned Elizabeth Williams last WNBA slate. I banned Elizabeth Williams because she cooked every single parlay I had. I had like parlays where for 6 rebounds and 7 rebounds. She just ended with 5.
Yeah, that's the Elizabeth Williams. Like, she'll get the quick 3 or 4 and then stop.
Yeah, because then Angel Reese just goes crazy. Like, rebound, ultimate rebound activated.
Angel Reese is like a pterodactyl. Like, she'll go flying around everywhere. Like, yup, give me that, give me this.
Yeah, and then with Mabry out there, like she kind of the odd lady out, even though she's the biggest lady out there, which is crazy.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Tina Charles, East Coast Tina Charles.
Yeah. Like I'll say this, like I'm on unders with Elizabeth Williams, but like it has gone so far, like 5 rebounds in 21, 22 minutes. Like I'm not taking it, but like 4.5 minus 152, it's an ugly number, but 5 is kind of crazy. Like she's still gonna play 22.3 minutes.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta kind of see, like, okay, what are the books think's gonna happen? So like the books they're dropping her line down, they're bringing Carly Lou Samuelson's line up. So like, and then you can always just look at the over or the under, like which way is it juice? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes if you just read the lines, you can kind of see, you know, if you're in alliance with the books or not.
Yeah, agreed. Miss Midwest Slot Diva saying it. Yeah, Chris is him. Shout out to Chris.
That guy's
yeah, and like he charges you what $5 for his YouTube plays. Like Chris, like makes you your money back with the first 5 seconds of telling his plays. Come on now. I think Liz can grab 4 boards. I agree. That's a nice parlay piece. I mean, she's starting
for sure.
That's what we go to, bro. It's 4 boards.
Yeah, I'm not tripping on the 4. She should easily get the 4. And if she doesn't get the 4, then that tells us everything we need to know.
Yeah. Like they also get back Isabel Harrison, which is why I liked her under so much, because it's not just Cardoso coming in. Like Harrison might steal some minutes. So but like you would think she played at least 20 minutes. Like they're not gonna just put Cardoso like 28. But I will say they closed last game with Cardoso, so
that's a fact.
Yeah, teaspoon coach.
The coach likes Cardoso, of course. Coach likes Carter. If you just look at the minutes.
Yeah, you know, was it a cheap shot? Yes, I'm gonna say for the 10th time, so nobody's ever mentioned. Yes, it was a cheap shot. No, you shouldn't do that. But I do think that every team could use like a goon on them or someone that asserts some physicality. We ain't out here to be friends. So I think in a quiet moment, Teresa Witherspoon's like, you know what? I love the fact that I got Angel Reese and Cardoso, and they got Kennedy Carter here. It's putting a little dog in them. So I'll go in front of this camera and be like, no, you shouldn't foul. And I think she's sincere. Like, no, you shouldn't do that. It's not a basketball play.
Yeah.
But part of, if you're the coach, like, I don't completely hate it. If I'm being honest, I don't.
Yeah. And then just another tidbit I got. I was looking at Kennedy Carter's at her 3 points, and she really doesn't hit any threes. That's why they don't have the line listed. So I'm like, it's all straight penetration. She's straight blow by, get to the rim. Kyrie, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
So
she's a really good scorer. The fact that she scored like double-digit points and like she ain't getting like 28 minutes with like 14 shots. Like she's like in there for quick instant offense. She's been doing that. Can Carrington score 10 points? Yeah, she can, but like this is a game that could be over in the 3rd quarter. So I'm like, I just stayed away beyond like the wire to wire and using the Sun money line to like water down other things. Like I just, like, I don't know. It's the
I think Carrington can. I was leaning her under 12.5 points last game. I think she finished with 15 because she's never went over versus Atlanta in her career. But she went over, and I think that just alludes to like it's a new DeJounte. Like she's starting, the role is bigger. Alyssa Thomas is not a scorer. I don't care how many 20-point games she has. She's not a scorer. So it's up to DeJounte and Harris to put some points up, or else they're just gonna score 65, 70 a game.
You know what's crazy? Like she hit like a Hail Mary fluke 3 with the game was all but over. I was like, man, somewhere, someone is like dying because she hits this fluke 3 and then like put her over a point probably. Like she had no business being on that floor or hitting that damn 3. Man,
that's fact.
Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Timothy, facts. Mystics mess around and win the 4th and still lose by 15. Their coach is a try hard. They'll be down 25 points. He'll be diagramming plays, calling timeouts, trapping the court. I'm like, bro,
the WNBA teams. The WNBA teams.
Facts. I'm like, bro, give it up, man. It ain't that serious. Feezy for MVP. I love Feezy. I have a 3rd on my ranking. I have like 8.
The odds are nice too. It's like plus 1,000. I think I said that on one of your shows, Flo. It's like plus 1,000.
Yeah, I mean it's a long season. We're not even like 20% of the way through. I mean, the Fever 20%, but everyone else isn't. So like,
like Fever a quarter.
Fever 40% through. Good job, Kamish. Good job. Thirsty. She's been awful this year. Okay, I can't remember who jumping around. I can't remember who you're referencing.
Yeah, it'd be so many comments.
Nah, it's a revenge game for Stu. I mean, I got the Stu double, so I could see that.
I feel like she played Seattle last year though, and I think that would have been a revenge game. But I can't talk you off of the narrative angle at all.
Yeah, for sure.
She's familiar with the locker room. Well, no, they're playing in New York though, right?
No, they're in Chicago.
Oh, a revenge game for Stu.
Yeah. Basically, it's like Angel Reese was kind of having a good time and like at her.
Oh yeah, she was mean mugging her after the end.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
Kind of like Stu's on the floor, Reese is there, and she's mean mugging the camera. So
yeah, Stu ain't got busy this year except when she's played the Fever. So I'd love to see the vintage Stu game.
Yeah, we haven't really seen vintage Stu, and like, I mean, Feezy had the great opening game against the Storm, and like last game she's really good, but we haven't seen like a man every time down the floor bucket. You know,
she ain't been shooting. She ain't been making threes like that either. And they've been giving us them little lives on FanDuel. B Stu to score 25, it'll be like, plus 180, plus 250. We catch something like that and she start heating up. That's the move.
Yeah, no, most definitely. She hasn't hit her line the last 6 games. Yeah, but like, be careful of that because like I always say, like it's like the stock market. Like the chart goes green a lot, but it's got to go red eventually, and it will be red a lot, but it's got to be green. A lot of times, like when I take these bets, if I see like something's been going under for 3 straight games, I'm like, cool, give me the over. Like it's got to go over eventually at some point.
The tide's got to turn. Just like if you're on a losing streak.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Today might be her day. I could see that. I think it's a big spot for the Liberty. It's patterned that way. 2 downs, then back up. Normally, she had 20 after 2 downs. I would look more like at the matchup. The points would be Stu. Like she could go up versus anyone. It does scare me because like Angel Reese is a very good defender. She's a rookie, but she's excellent. Like
she has
in hell.
She has a steal every single game this season.
I wish we could bet like steals and blocks because I'd be all about that.
Oh man, I was thinking about this last night. I'm like, man, if any book had it, it will be Fliff. Have you checked on there for WNBA defensive props?
They don't have it. Fliff is sweet though, because like their odds are like off a lot of times. You can find like
right.
Yeah. What's the Natasha Cloud play? Didn't have a Natasha Cloud play. I just said that like I could see her get 10 points or have a nice game, but don't have an official on.
Maybe underdog if anywhere. Then.
Yeah. That's the only way. You have to go to underdog and play like the fantasy, and then like hope that like they do other stuff, and then the steals and blocks like yeah. Yeah, we still got so much more to go as WNBA, man. We ain't like tapped the potential yet. Couldn't find Mac rebounds line. You can find an 8.5 on DraftKings. That's where that
8.5 at DK. It's like minus 115.
Yeah. No wonder DK nuked their SGPs. Y'all cleaned them out last year. We did, and there was a couple where, man, there was like one game where we needed one side to rebound. There was one game we needed one Courtney Williams bucket and one Azurá Stevens rebound, and they both didn't play the 4th. Like, I'm like Pat. I always say like that Pat Riley quote: "There's winning and there's misery." That's me. I could have a good day, but I'll always remember the rebound I didn't get, the bucket I didn't get. I still remember I had D Hamby's 20 points on like a plus 3,000 lay. She had 16 at the break. She finished with 18. I'm still not over it.
I had a plus 1,000 something earlier this year. And it's WNBA, so I've been watering it down. Usually in like NBA, I have like a stepped up version, watered down, Man, I needed 10 points from Ariel Atkins. She had 7. She had 7, missed the 3, scores 9 with like 10 seconds to go. And I think they ended up getting turned over on the final possession. And I'm just like, You and Ryan Howard, like I have a very special place for you and Ryan Howard. Like I don't understand it. It's personal.
Last week, this is more Kurt Miller, who's one of the worst coaches in the league. And if my top 3 hit list in WNBA, Sides 1, Miller 3, the commission 3, like y'all are terrible. But I had Rickea for 15 points against the Sky, and they wouldn't give her the ball. Even though Lexi wasn't playing, Rickea can't touch the ball. And if she just got 15 points, we'd have hit a plus 10,000. But, Lord forbid if Rickea gets to touch the basketball, Yeah. And if she misses one shot, it's like, oh, you see, I let her touch the basketball for one shot. So, like, yeah, now she goes back to the bench.
Now give it up. Give it back to Hamby.
Give it up to Kia Nurse, Hamby, and, man, that Sparks team.
So Speaking of which, I think it's just time to start taking Cam Brink's unders. I took her under Rebounds one game she had 8, and then ever since then she's kind of been hot dog water. So I definitely be looking at her unders for tomorrow.
Yeah, under early prep for tomorrow. I was looking at her rebounds. It's at 5.5 minus 125. Like 5.5 is that's where I'm like, man, that's when I was like, man, I might have to like, what are her points? Her points are okay, 8.5. Yeah, she just doesn't touch the ball or get the usage. And the Lynx are an excellent defense at stopping. Like they have so much athleticism, and like I want to say they're top 3 at preventing shots in the lane. So
can bring under points in all but 3 games this year.
Yeah, that's interesting.
2, 3, 6, and 5 rebounds in her last 4. She's like an anomaly. Oof. She's like what Atlanta Smith. She's kind of like Atlanta Smith. Like she could go off, get 3 threes and these rebounds, or pedestrian cardio.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Like she was in Nalene's bucket last game against the Mercury. And I was like, I want to see what you play against a vet like Sophie Cunningham, who you'll be playing against, where like you got the size advantage, but like she's a vet.
Yeah.
And Sophie had her clamped up and blocked her shot like twice. And I was like, yup, this tells me everything I need to know. You ain't ready right now. You're not ready. Yeah, like in a little bit, but right now you're not ready. And I miss watching Marine. Man, Marine was her. Marine had that step back, 1 leg 3. I used to tell my sister whenever she shoots, I used to call her submarine. She'd be pulling that thing from deep, man. That shot is wet. She hit 30 footers. That's why people were like, oh, who can shoot like Caitlin Clark? I'm like, Marina Johannes can shoot like Caitlin Clark. What are you talking about?
She be letting it go. She was letting that thing go last year. In the Commissioner's Cup games, she was letting that thing go. Split
cap. They let him go on the break. She let him go in the half-court offense. Oh, word? Just pull up from 30. Like, ooh. Man, I need some.
That's how Feely from the Lynx. She had that 20-point performance the other day. She was letting that thing go.
She's like, they never let me play. It's just like, yeah,
little pick.
It's like just slanging that basketball. Locked In City says, what we think. Diggins, 22.5 Peoples A. Jonquel, 8.5 boards. Brianna, 14.5 points parlay, plus 500. That's a lot of legs. I do like all 3 of those looks. I took the Diggins Peoples A on a straight because I think that, it's the narrative upon narrative games against a team that gives up the most threes and the most assists, and their backcourt is terrible, and she can get to the lane and there will be 0 opposition when she gets there, So I really like it. The thing is, I like this entire Seattle Storm. I think Ezzie and Nneka could eat. I think Jewel Lloyd, if she had ended with 4 or 5 threes, wouldn't be surprised. Like, I wonder what their team total is because, yeah, I know Chris was talking about it earlier with Dream. Like, they should go crazy tonight. They should go crazy.
They should go nuts because the Mercury can't stop anything. But to answer Locked In question, those 3 picks, if you just take their recent form, they're all hitting in the last 3 out of 4. So I like that plus 500.
Good call. I think Kennedy might start in depth close over Lindsay. I agree. Tonight, if Diamond still can't go, Teaspoon loves the 3 guard lines for Senior. That's why, like, the line that sticks out to me, I'm not an over-unders guy, is like 164.5. Like, this is just going to be a slow, gritty game. I just really feel that way. Like, I don't think it's going to be like high-flying, fast break, fast pace, all these points. Like, Kennedy, Carter, Cardosa, Angel Reese, Jonquel, Brianna, and Laney Hamilton will all be out there. Those are 6 good defenders. Like,
yeah, I feel like if we just did like a like if we went to, I don't know how you would find this, maybe SDQL, but if you just went and seen like unders versus overs, like in the WNBA, like maybe this season or last season, I know it got to be more under. So things got to, like I said, the pendulum got to swing and they got to go back to the under. Shout out to Woj Campbell, man. A lot of people are cappers. Not too many people are talking about pin down screens and DHO handoffs and PNR this and true shoot percentage and usage rate, man. He really does it, man. Make sure you get a guy a follow, man.
At Stacks Props, a teacher of basketball. He'll make you money, make you smarter. He'll make you money.
That's a fact.
Midnight 201, thanks for pulling up again. Taking Copper under again. Cash last game 2, under 7 out of 9 versus the Storm. Yeah, we talked about that. I think like the new thing you have to do this year, which I'm still getting comfortable, is you have to be comfortable taking these stars on unders because even if they have big halves, we'll see they'll just like not all the time. Like Hamby goes to the Mercury, you can't because that front line is awful, but yeah, if it's the right defense and the books are hanging like a 24.5 or 22.5, or let's say they're coming off a 30-point game, like the scary one is with Enrique taking her under because she's going to shoot it like 27 times, but
you catch them at like 25.5, which is the NBA version of like a 35.5 point prop. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like I think that the wings are sweet to be taken advantage of down low. We saw, what was it, Breonna Jones went crazy on them, but I'm not telling anyone to take it because I wouldn't take it because I'd be afraid the whole time. But A'ja Wilson at 26.5, like that's basically the equivalent of saying like this NBA player is going to score 34 points tonight. Like, could she? Absolutely, but like 26 points, like that's a lot, and she's going insane. But like just food for thought. Food for thought. Yeah, Anderson, Valencia, Clark had 8 rebounds versus Chicago last game. Sabrina 6 rebounds, low-key a sleeper for tonight, plus money. I agree.
Yes, sir.
Rebounds. Shout out to MCM Sham. Sham Break the Bank on Twitter. She was talking about Courtney Vandersloot's PRA, which is a solid look. I tailed her on that. Sloot's been grabbing like 4+ rebounds at a nice rate. I think the backcourt, just to give you the numbers, because I put it on the cheat sheet here. The backcourt is prime to give up rebounds. They give up, one second. They give up the 4th most rebounds to guards in the WNBA. So that's Sloot and that's it's Ionescu right there. Solo, my guy. What's up, fellas? Appreciate you pulling up. Thank you for bringing it up.
We gotta link up and do another collab.
Hell yeah.
You want to collab something today, Flo? Let me know.
I'll be interested for tomorrow. I have so much action today, and tomorrow, tomorrow Thursday, I would definitely be interested.
Right, let's do it.
Where are you getting these alt props on DK? Yeah, I'd like to know that too. Okay, that Dana Evans versus delivery 12.5. I like Dana. Dana can get in the lane and she can get crafty and like delivery struggle with speed guards, and it's gonna be like whatever they put on her. If it's Vandersloot, it's food because she's too fast. If it's Ionescu, Ionescu's too slow. Like I think it'll be
somebody has to cook. Yeah. If not both, her or Mabry. If not both, somebody has to cook.
I am interested to see if like Sandy uses Delaney weapon on like Mabry this time. Last time I want to say like that was on the Shields / Carter, but I'm like, I would just stick Laney on Mabry and be like, okay, enough of this. Because like Mabry went crazy, was rainbowing threes from deep. Like that's who I'd want to eliminate in this game. Let's see. Mom. Oh, I think you might be on mute. I can't hear you. I think you might be on mute. Mom who bets, good vibes, Flo and Breeze. Mom who bets, your day one. Thank you for pulling up. Let's get through these comments. Jay Rell in the building. Brink never really looked to score, not even in college. Yeah, but I think like we all just like saw those games where she was looking like, WNBA Wemby hitting threes for that little stretch, active on the break. And like, I just think like, yeah, it looked great. And you're like, why doesn't she do that all the time? Especially because like the Mercury who have like a weak front line. Like, where was she on that? Last 2 comments. Stephen Delva, shout out to you, Flo and Breeze. Thank you for pulling up. Thank you, everybody, for showing out. Tuesday afternoon, 4:30. Give my guy Fahrenheit a follow. It's on my page. Show him some love. Does great work. He'll get you paid too. Final comment, Woj, Aaron Campbell. Appreciate you both as always. I appreciate you, my friend. And I'll do it for us here, man. Today in the W wraps up Tuesday, June 4th. Fahrenheit, if you just plug everything you got going on real quick one more time before we get up out of here.
Yes, sir, man. You can catch me over at YouTube at F4 FIDDY1. That is also my username over on Twitter / X, Instagram, TikTok, and everywhere else you do your social media. Flo, I just was gonna say, if they put Benijah on Mabry, that's reminiscent to how they put LeBron on D Rose in the playoffs. But appreciate everybody that pulled up, man. Make sure you follow Flo on everything. Make sure you get your Go Boys subscription. Much love for having me on here. And let's get to this money, man. It's a good day. It's a good day to be a bad man.
Man, you feel me? It's a nice, it's like 90 degrees in New York City. I couldn't think of anything better than just to sit back, enjoy dinner, and watch my bank account pile up because I'm watching some rebounds and all these plays hit. So everybody, I appreciate y'all for rocking me. I appreciate you guys for the likes, the retweets, the comments, all of that. Thank you for watching today. Follow me on Sports with Flo at YouTube, Stephen Florval on Twitter. Join the goldboys.com team, the winning team, making money, running up the scoreboard. Till next time, I'll catch you guys later. Later, everybody.
Peace.